You're watching Drink This Tonight, and tonight we're making homemade grenadine. So I wanted to do a video about grenadine because there's a cocktail I wanted to showcase called the 12-mile limit, and this calls for grenadine. But when I was rummaging through my fridge, all I could find was maraschino syrup, which isn't even real grenadine. But regardless, if you use one of the more common brands like Rose's, or pretty much most of the stuff that's commercially available outside of specialty brands, you're basically just adding sugar water, red sugar water to your cocktail. And you're not going to get any of the delicious flavor, aroma, or character of real grenadine, which is made from pomegranates, by the way. So it's surprisingly easy to make real grenadine right at home, which is why I wanted to do a video about it. One of the key ingredients in grenadine is going to be pomegranate molasses. You can find this at many specialty stores, but it wasn't available at my grocery store, so we're going to make it at home. It takes a little bit longer, but it's still pretty easy to do. So the first and most important ingredient in the pomegranate molasses is going to be 2 cups of fresh pomegranate juice. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm using brown sugar because it still contains some of the natural molasses, so it'll give it that nice flavor. And then last but not least, we'll add lemon juice. That's an 1/8 cup. Okay, and we'll just heat that over medium heat until it comes to a boil. Then we'll turn it down to a simmer and let it go for about an hour. So as you can see here, the liquid has reduced volume by about half. This looks just about done. We're going to take it off the heat and put it away for later. Okay, so as you can see here, our pomegranate juice has come up to a boil. We're going to go ahead and add 1½ cups of sugar to that. Just like we're making a simple syrup, we're going to just go ahead and stir that and let it cook for about another 5 minutes or so until the sugar is completely dissolved. While that's going, I'm also going to add just a couple cloves and a few coriander seeds, and that's just going to give it a little bit of flavor. These ingredients, of course, are optional, but I think that it adds some nice depth to the grenadine. So at this point, all of the sugar has completely dissolved. What we're going to do now is add roughly 2 ounces of the pomegranate molasses. And then we're just going to let that cook for another 2 minutes or so, and then we'll take it off the heat. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the heat, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of orange flower water. I'm just going to strain this through a funnel into a squeeze bottle. These squeeze bottles are great, by the way. You can pick them up at the dollar store, wherever. They make service much easier. That's all there is to it. Grenadine. Alright guys, there you have it. A simple at-home recipe that you can use to make better grenadine. If you learned anything today, it's that you shouldn't be using that crappy store-bought sugar water that they call grenadine. This is the real stuff, and it's terribly easy to make, so there's really no excuse. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. This has been Drink This Tonight. Remember to drink responsibly.